previous episode, we delved into the misconceptions surrounding the program Bachelor of Arts in Communication, commonly known as Bacomm. The Bachelor of Arts in Communication program is a 4-year undergraduate program designed to equip students with the necessary skills and competencies to thrive in various industries such as broadcasting, journalism, public relations, and advertising. If you are considering pursuing a degree in communication, you may be wondering if this program is the right fit for you. In this episode, let's delve into some key points to help you determine if the Bacomm program aligns with your interests and career goals. Deciding on a college program is a significant milestone in our lives. It sets the foundation for our future careers and personal growth. However, it's crucial to ask ourselves, are we truly informed about the program we desire to pursue in college? If you struggle to know which program best suits you, you might want to consider the things that you have and don't have, your likes and dislikes, as well as your financial capabilities. Every program in college has a core component that students are required to study, which will provide students with essential skills and knowledge. When it comes to choosing the right college program, it's important to consider various factors to ensure a good fit for your academic and career goals. Here are 4 things that you have to consider based on the Jose Maria College Foundation and Bukas PH blog before taking the Bacomm program, or if you are an actual fit for this program. Interest and goals, search for different program, determine your budget, skills and expertise. First are your interests and goals. Try to search for your interests and what makes you productive. If you are interested in reading books, writing, public speaking, listening, researching, public interest or news, and if you want to pursue certain careers such as being a news anchor, journalist, writer, business reporter, marketing coordinator, and public relations, then the Bacomm program could be the best program for you to enroll in. Here is one of the discussions we've had with a professional to gain a deeper understanding.
Okay, hello, I am Randy James C. Adoan. My students call me Sir RJ, and I am teaching Bacomm students in STI College Caloocan. Okay, so for the interest that a student needs to have when taking a Bacomm program, I think one of the interests or the interest should be in TV, in radio, film, in web content, and social media. That is because the program trains students to be well-rounded professional in terms of traditional TV and radio production, creating and curating content for web contents, for digital publishing, and also social media. So those are the skills or the interests that a student needs to have when pursuing a degree in Bachelor of Arts in Communication.
I'm Miss Baby Cynthia Ridal. I'm one of the permanent or full-time faculty member of the department. The student should have a wide interest. Specifically, he or she should be very interested in speaking, writing, listening, and reading.
The interest of the students should be curious, patient, hardworking, and creative thinkers before enrolling in the Bacomm degree. However, what goals should students have before enrolling in the Bacomm program?
Basically, the goals for the students to take a Bacomm program, the goal should be number 1, to learn, number 2, to get immersed in the program, and then number 3, to make connections, and then lastly, basically, is to finish or to graduate. Those are the goals that a student needs to have to take a Bacomm program here in STI College, because primarily we are here in school to learn. We are here basically to get immersed with a different environment, with the different challenges that should prepare us in the future, and also to establish meaningful connections within the community that will be helpful once we graduate. Once we enter the Bacomm program, one of the goals should be to finish the program, to graduate, and be a well-rounded professional that will be part of the society where one can give meaningful contribution.
Before enrolling in any college program, it is important for students to have both short and long-term goals. Additionally, they should incorporate into their goals the desire to make a difference in both society and themselves. You can now search for programs that align with your interests and goals. This leads us to our second point of consideration, which is exploring various programs. There are several sources you can explore when considering programs that align with your interests and goals. One approach is to inquire with the school's administration regarding the programs they offer and their curriculum. They can assist you in selecting programs that match your interests and goals. Therefore, do not hesitate to seek their guidance. After identifying the various programs that align with your interests and goals, it is important to consider your budget when enrolling in your chosen program. To gain further insights, we will now invite Ms. Maria Elena Obaldo to elaborate on our topic.
So, I'm Maria Elena Obaldo, Career Advisor from Marketing Department. In terms of financial, pagdating naman sa pag-enroll sa Bacomm, bukod sa tuition fee of course, meron naman tayong pinoprovide na equipment or camera sa ating laboratory. But if you want to pursue your own career, like for example, meron kasi tayong dadaanan na digital photography sa ating curriculum pagdating sa Bacomm. So, most of them, nagpo-provide sila ng sarili nilang camera or photography equipment. So, pwede rin naman manghiram for one term, since one term lang naman siya gagamitin. Or kung gusto mo nga mag-invest on your own, pwede rin naman. So, it's up to you. And also, you will consider investing sa laptop or your own desktop sa bahay kasi most of the equipment gagamitin talaga. Lalo na, meron din tayong provided, of course, sa facilities natin. Nandiyan ang mga resources natin sa computer laboratory and sa ating library. But, di mo nga lang siya mauuwi. Kung meron kang mga personal na gagawin or aayusin pa dun sa task mo, mas maganda pa rin, mas better pa rin, we suggest kung meron kang sariling laptop or desktop sa bahay. So, pagdating naman din sa mga OJTs, mostly naman, tinutulungan namin yung mga OJTs pagdating sa paghahanap ng kanilang company partner na pwede nilang pag-OJT-han. So, isa na rin doon, ABS-CBN, or GMA network. So, yun yung mga pinaka-partners din natin. Nagpapadala din tayo ng mga students doon for OJT. So, ang kinagandahan doon, mostly, pag partners kasi, wala na siyang bayad. So, depende na lang, pwede rin yung student yung magsasuggest ng pag-OJT nila. So, that's the time na internal na lang sila may usapan nun kung okay sa kanila yung may bayad or so, mostly yun lang naman yung mga kina-consider sa pag-enroll ng Bacomm.
Please note that the expenses mentioned by Ms. Elena are based on the current fees at STI College Caloocan and may vary depending on the institution. What about additional expenses, such as equipment aside from the tuition fee? To provide further insights, we will have Mr. Mark Murillo elaborate on our topic.
Hi everyone, my name is Mark Murillo, STI College Bachelor of Arts in Communication, Batch 2019, and I currently work as a graphic designer at a strategic public relations firm here in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. For me, there are at least 3 materials a student should possess before taking up Bachelor of Arts in Communication. Number 1 is researching device. Pwede itong maging laptop, desktop, or smartphone. It doesn't necessarily have to be the most updated, most expensive ones, as long as we can make researches, review studies, read articles and news about the things that we need. In today's generation, Napakadali ng gamitin ng mga device na ito para makakalap tayo ng mga information na kailangan natin at crucial para sa ating mga research studies, thesis, and mga iba pang mga pinag-aaralan natin tungkol sa Bachelor of Arts in Communication. Number 2, of course, internet connection. Technically, hindi tayo makakapag-research kung wala tayong internet connection sa ating mga devices. By the year 2024, marami ng mga murang promos and affordable internet plans na pwede natin gamitin para makapag-search tayo ng mga information online. Marami din mga public libraries that we can go to and public Wi-Fis to search for those things kung hindi natin kaya makapag-internet for the meantime. Third material, but this is very optional. We should have a recording device or a camera or a video camera for our interviews, information gathering, and photo documentation. Napakaliit lang ng resources na kailangan ng isang student para mag-take ng Bachelor of Arts in Communication. And for me, mas kailangan pa natin na mag-invest into our own skills rather than the materials itself.
The 3 essential materials that a student should have are research devices, such as phones, laptops, or desktops that aid in research. Additionally, a reliable internet connection is crucial due to the prevalent use of the internet for accessing necessary information. Lastly, a recording device is indispensable for gathering information from primary sources. Lastly, you can choose the program that aligns best with your skills and expertise. If you're considering Bacomm as your desired program, we have an interview with Mr. RJ to help us understand the skills needed to make an informed decision about Bacomm.
Okay, so for the skills that a student needs to possess when they take the Bacomm program, number 1 is they have to have good character and integrity. They also have to have critical thinking. They also have to have communication. And lastly, they also have to have change-adept attitude. These 4 C's actually are not just for the Bacomm students, but it can be for other students of STI as well. These are the skills that are necessary for one to succeed in not just Bacomm but also in any other fields in college. And this will help an individual to succeed and be a meaningful contributor to the society.
To succeed in the Bacomm program, one must possess a solid understanding of fundamental writing, reading, and speaking abilities, in addition to curiosity, perseverance, and hard effort. How does taking Bacomm develop communication and collaborative skills? To help us understand this better, we will have professionals further discuss our topic.
In terms of communication, there are a lot of factors that you should be considering for it to be effective communicator, especially using mass media or the interpersonal communication or the group communication or the corporate communication. So foremost, we are helping students to have a theoretical basis for them to be persuasive. So in communication theories, we teach them media agenda setting, how are the agendas set by the media, and how important media in impacting public policy. No? Number 2, so we don't only teach them theoretical basis, but we also teach them the pragmatic basis or the practical things so that they can contextualize communication. And of course, I have mentioned earlier that if you're in the Bacomm class, students are very energetic, very talented, very spontaneous, that if you become part of their class, spontaneity and creativity will be your second blood. In terms of collaboration skills, of course, everyone knows that when you put up a television show like soap opera and variety show like we did last SEM, these students, they really need to collaborate to come up with a very great concept story. And I do approve the concept with always the back of my mind. The story should have value laden. It does not have to conform with the trend of in variety show, or the soap opera. But we have this goal of being a social agent of society. So once I ask them to write a script, I make sure that I'll try my best that the messaging that the students will be creating will impact society and will not add to the degradation of the value system of society. But in terms of script writing, as I was mentioning, it's a collaborative work. When you are into production, they have to collaborate. So if you're the director, you have to command the ship. And if you are the music director, you have to choose wisely the music. And if you are the floor director, you should be followed by your talents. In other words, without communication and collaboration, production will not take place. Great production will not take place. So if you're not into collaborative spirit, then maybe Bacomm is not for you.
Due to the curriculum's emphasis on teamwork and creating messages that will influence society, students in the Bacomm degree will enhance their communication and teamwork abilities. Now that you know what things to consider when taking the Bachelor of Arts in Communication program, we will see you in our last episode where we will discuss careers for Bacomm graduates.